is up, good people? Jungling here. Hope you're doing well. A lot of excitement out there in the crypto space. We see Bitcoin touching 76,400. Ethereum up 18% on the week at $2,960. Let's crack over to 3,000. Solana just touching 200 bucks, up 20% on the week. XRP waffling about 55 cents, 8% gain on the week. Cardano 44 cents for the ADA token, up 24% on the week. Good to see that coin start to move a bit. Avalanche, $28.62, up about 15%, a coin I should have more exposure to. And lastly, SWE, having a nice run on the 7-day, $2.29. A lot of this centered around the election, the perception that we should have a more easy regulatory environment to operate from within. And beyond that, we're just at that time in the cycle when things should start to pick up specifically for the altcoin space. And someone that sees an easier path forward is John Reed Stark. He's former chief of internet enforcement for the SEC. He's very anti-crypto. This isn't the environment he wants, but he's predicting what's going to happen. He's saying the new SEC enforcement director is likely not going to have such a negative outlook towards crypto. Probably going to think laws are unclear, that we need to push Congress for new laws before we, very strongly regulate this space. And likely what we're going to see is for non-criminal, non-fraud cases out there, revolving around cryptocurrencies, you're probably going to see a bunch of them dismissed and also many of them settle. Can you get a good settlement here? If not, just get rid of it, write it off. And this is bullish for crypto as we are entering the perfect time for this type of enforcement regime. Seeing those cases go away for the exchanges like Coinbase and Kraken, and hopefully bringing a final resolution to the Ripple lawsuit, which I think you could just drop that one in its entirety since you have already a court ruling there. It went all the way to the end. You got a lawful ruling. Let's just move on from it. And I think we may just see exactly that. Dan Gallagher, current Robinhood legal chief, is thought to be the lead for the next SEC chair. And this would be great. He is an experienced SEC commissioner working from 2011 to 2015 in that role under the Obama administration, Republican SEC commissioner. And what's interesting about this, unlike Gary Gensler that taught theory, that taught a class about crypto technology, this is someone that's coming directly from the industry. A big part of Robinhood's business is the crypto space. He understands firsthand the agitation of trying to operate in a hostile regime for cryptocurrencies. If he is picked, I think better days are ahead for us. Now there's, a few on the line there. You can see Hester Peirce and probably a bunch of people we've never heard of, but likely they will be less confrontational than Gary Gensler has been. The devil himself wouldn't be that bad. And I've heard Dan's name come up quite a bit. Wouldn't be surprised if that is the final selection here. Bitcoin investors pouring over $1 billion in net inflows into Bitcoin ETFs. I see a lot of people in the comments of my videos when I talk about upcoming ETFs for altcoins. They say, oh, they haven't affected prices. Are you kidding me? We hit a new all-time high so early in this cycle for Bitcoin, and that was driven mostly by those ETFs getting across the finish line. It may not be appropriate for the crypto enthusiast. You might want to self-custody. You might actually use the technology, but the liquidity, the buying power from those ETF investors, it spends just as good as the crypto enthusiasts. Liquidity begets more liquidity, and the more people that can easily invest in this asset class, the better off it's going to be. I've told you, Grayscale, they're looking to launch the first multi-coin ETF where an investor could get exposure to the broader crypto space. Yes, Bitcoin and Ethereum, but also XRP, Solana, AVAX, coins like this in one allocation. Just buy the ETF. A lot of that money will hit these altcoins. It's going to make a world of difference. Yes, self-custody is important. It has to be defended. It is what sets the standard for this technology. But if you have some sort of endowment fund or some hedge fund or some investment bank, and they can't invest in this space without an ETF, and now they can, that's going to change the price. You're a maniac if you think it'll have no effect. We're seeing billion-dollar inflows for the Bitcoin ETF. It makes a difference. Best believe that. Vitalik Buterin, pretty interesting here. He believes that now, today, is the time to upgrade Ethereum for quantum resistance. He's already outlaid his plan. What I would tell you is this. I think we're a ways away from having to worry about this. I know my buddy Russ thinks otherwise, that they actually have, high quantum capabilities right now as we speak. The governments do, and that may be so. But this is what you have to worry about. I think now is the time to take this serious because we all knew AI was coming, but we thought maybe we were a half decade away, something like that, and bam, here it comes running up on us. Quantum computing could be very much the same. And blockchains, they're all going to take this serious. And this is the deal. If you have a quantum computer, blockchain ain't the first thing you're going after, right? You're not going to crack into Ethereum or the XRP ledger. You're going after banking systems, highly liquid assets, military computers, things like this. So I wouldn't say blockchain has to worry about it first, but you got to get going on this because, quantum computing is going to change the world. And we don't know how far away it is, but if AI taught us anything, it may not be as far as we thought. Lastly, looks like the SEC, they're considering approving option tradings for Ethereum ETFs. Again, it's one of these things where we may not use it. It may not be appropriate to use in the way many people do to gamble on stuff, but it's an important part of any market, any mature investing market. It's a valid hedging mechanism, all sorts of stuff. You want this as this space grows. Doesn't mean you personally have to use option trading on cryptocurrencies. I actually, a highly volatile, illiquid asset, you're probably going to hurt yourself with that kind of thing. But as the space grows, these are important components to have a fully functioning marketplace, and we want to see those developments. Let me know what you think down below. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.